Feel the voice within. Never be alone. It's under your skin. You got the white knuckles holding on tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside. Heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe out. Come alive. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look at the colors around. Yourself down. Trying to figure it out. You're down. Breathe out. Come alive. Breathe in. Breathe out. Me. Knuckles holding on tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside. Heading for collision. Come alive. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors around. Colors, colors, colors around. Colors, colors, colors around. Whoa. What? was not a text she needed right now. Oh my god. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Always thought that you were weak, but baby, you're wrong. Shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too
do need to. It's gonna open. Okay, because that's not the one I wanted. Why? Reset. Reset. Oh my god, that was so funny. What's this? Okay, yeah, no, I don't need that. I do need to catch up on news diary, so I'm a couple days behind on that. Just the lack of consistency in any of this just pains me. Comes with them. Hello.
Hey, Riles.
What's up?
Not much.
I
You
definitely
ready?
didn't fall off the roof of the house already today.
Of course you did. Nice one, kiddo.
It didn't hurt much. And I walked
good.
like a lot of the way down the hill by the house and didn't get. I don't know if we have murder kitties in the back or not.
There's multiple.
Well, the hill I was on did not have any.
Okay. You ready?
Oh, I'm terrified, but yes.
It won't, like I said, it won't be bad. I'm very much the opposite of what you were expecting. Where do you want to do it? Do you want to do it on the beach or Parsons or in the pillbox or the ocean parking lot? Because it's literally me and Laz on duty right now. So where would you be most comfortable?
I honestly don't know.
How about we start it at the parking lot, and if we
Okay.
want to move on to somewhere else, we can.
Okay. I'm assuming I should come in uniform. Maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're not planning to be on duty for this and making money, but
I was planning to be on duty.
then yes. In uniform.
Now, where is my uniform is the question. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sad I can't wear the hat.
Yeah, because you guys picked the new hairs.
It's fine.
Got some stuff to update you on about other things as well.
I think I just found a Josie.
Oh, good. Yeah, she's decorating.
Hello. That scared me. I came in and I didn't see anyone and I turned around and you were just there.
Sorry.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But
I was decorating.
She's working on her fish tank.
Yeah,
Oh my god, there's
an aquarium.
There are fishies. I see fishies.
Hell yeah. So excited to see it later.
Oh my god.
And no, I got some other stuff to update you
on
on.
an aquarium, so I'm building him an aquarium.
One not so good. So. Yeah, I gotta update you about me.
Okay.
It's nothing too serious, so don't worry.
But that means that it's a little bit serious.
Yes, it would be a little bit serious. I won't lie.
Okay.
But I'll tell you when we're in person, and you'll actually catch on, I think. So.
Okay. Well, I will head that way as soon as I go get my bike out.
Okay, be safe because we literally just, for the second time, scraped Flynn off the ground because of the bike.
Oh my god. I also just realized a problem. Well, it might be a good thing that I can't wear the hat with this because that means I can get a freaking helmet with it.
Yeah.
I don't have one for this outfit. I can get one that matches the shoes.
There you go.
Because they're the glowy shoes. Okay.
Yes.
I will deal with that later. I will head that way and see you soon.
Sounds good. Love you.
Love you too.
Be safe.
I will.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I keep feeling like I'm looking through a fish tank.
Yep. You're badass for a fish tank. So, well, an aquarium. So I'm building him one.
I bet it's gonna be amazing when it's done. I'm already so excited. It's nice to have this like open space here again.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you walk through water, so he wanted it blacked off, but he thought it'd be funny if there was an aquarium there instead. So.
Yeah. I make use of the water that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we just have to remember to feed the fish.
Yeah. I'll have to figure out a way to, like, make an opening or something like that for you guys to, like, feed them.
Yeah.
And he said he wanted me to put some more lights everywhere too, because it's kind of dark here. So I'll see
Yeah,
what
like
I can do.
during the day, we like it's not dark in here too bad, but at night it is so dark.
Yeah, it's really hard trying to position everything correctly because I can't see. So I keep trying to put more lights in the aquarium too. But I'm like, I feel like I gotta light up this area too. So
Yeah.
because I mean, the kitchen is ridiculously bright, and then the rest of it is not. So
Yeah. That's how we do all the midnight baking.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Have fun.
Thank you. I hope I'm not a bother.
No, you are
I don't
0%
mean
a
to
bother.
scare
You stop that right now. You stop that right now.
Thank you.
You have fun and stay safe. Let us know if you need anything. I'll be with Dad. So it'll be fun.
Thank you. You stay safe. Stay safe too.
I will do my very best. We'll see ya.
Yeah, take care of your dad for me too.
I will try my best. I get the feeling he might be a little stubborn, but I'll do what I can.
A little bit. He said he won't tell me what happened, but he hurt his leg and said something about blood work for tomorrow. So I don't know what happened, but
That's probably what he wants to talk to me about. Okay.
sorry
Well,
to. I don't want
it's
to ask too many
okay.
questions, but
Yeah, I'm curious,
I
but
have absolutely no idea. So I don't. I mean, I can't ruin anything really. I moved that bag and I didn't move it correctly. I just realized. Okay, I'm sorry.
that's all right. I moved my bag like 4 times the other night because I was like, what if I put it in the corner? Then I was like, no, I can put it on the closet. And I didn't like the direction it was in there, so I moved it, and then I moved it back because I liked the first way better. I don't think
It
I've ever
always
spent
looks like
so much time rearranging a bag.
I mean, it looks like it's like right against the wall, and then you walk over there, and there's like this huge gap between the wall. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
I kept doing that with things where I'm like, oh, it looks like it's over something, and then it's like still hovering midair like 3 feet away. I was like, what? Like, gravity defying nonsense. But it's fun.
Yes.
Have fun. I need to go meet up with them. I'm getting officially onboarded today.
Oh, nice.
I
Congrats.
am terrified, but it'll be fine.
Yeah.
The only sad thing about it is the fact that it's only just happening now, even though I've been hired for like 3 weeks and have been on shift like once or twice. It's fine. Oh.
Was it just like nobody was available to do it, or?
I know, like there were people like literally like the one like main shift that I've had, Sam was there the entire time. Yep.
Yeah.
Just yep. I I don't even know. But it's finally happening, so it's fine.
Congrats.
Thanks. Okay. I'm gonna go drive very carefully because I don't have a helmet.
Yes.
So, have fun.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Just going through that thing, I guess. Hello.
Oh,
Why are you wearing a beanie?
because I'm on EMS duty. And I'm high command.
Spencer, you look really good in that outfit, actually.
Neither of those
Hey.
answers my question.
Why? Because I was cold.
Maybe he's feeling
Okay.
cozy.
But yeah, no, I was actually just cold.
You know what's funny? Is that beanie matches the shirt I had on earlier.
Nice.
Hi, Flynn.
Hi.
I hear you have been a meat cran today.
I got attacked by a murder kidney.
Oh my god.
And then crashed my Toro.
Hi, Luna.
Hey.
And I don't have anything else to do, so I think I'm just gonna stay around here.
That's fine. I gotta talk to Riles real quick about some
Okay.
stuff. It's as you've probably noticed, I've been favoring my leg a bit the last couple of weeks.
I did feel like you were walking slower.
Yeah. So when I was on my vacation, I ended up taking a fall when I went to go visit my parents' resting place. Really fucked up my leg a bit, you know. So I did the basic treatments to keep it clean and begged it since it was a cut. And right now it was getting better, and then the last few days it's been getting significantly worse. Dr. Franny looked at it this morning. She said she wants to do more blood tests tomorrow, but I want to keep you guys updated because I don't want you guys to be freaked out if something like you need something to go on medically. So you know,
Okay.
I know it's a lot, but it's gonna be all right. I'm not too worried. Just in a lot of pain right now, but it'll be all right.
Well,
But I want you
let
guys
us know if
to
there's
know.
anything we can do to help.
Yeah, I know. I know you guys will do good and keep good on that, but right now I'm okay. It's just a lot of pain, and right now it's a little bit manageable. But that's why I didn't want to spook you if something like I get called into the hospital or something, you know.
Yeah. I know it's
You guys
good
know.
to know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the cause is, and I'm hopeful that it's nothing serious, but find out more tomorrow.
Okay.
But less depressing things. How much do you want from this whole onboarding? Do you want the full experience, or do you want the what you need to know? Because I will sit here for until storm going over everything if you want.
That is a very good question.
Or do you want to know the basic functionalities and like stuff like that, so that way you can get on duty more and learn the rest with that?
Can we start with like the need to know stuff? And if my brain isn't dead yet, then do the rest? Okay.
So honestly, I trust that you've read over the SOPs before.
A few times, yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
They hurt
So
my
I won't-
brain.
Yeah, that happens. In this case, then we won't do the full shebang. We'll just do the important stuff. And then if you have questions on things that weren't gone over, we can work on that.
Hi.
Sound good?
Yeah.
You're already yawning. This is great.
I
Standing up, falling asleep. So
did not sleep great last night. It was just nerves.
I know.
I don't know.
I know. I was up all night, so I saw like you weren't resting well. I saw that Laz passed out with me on the couch for a bit. I saw that Kestrel slept in the middle of the floor in his glow in dark uniform.
We were getting ready for bed and he put it on and just ran over and laid down on the rug and was like, I'm sleeping here now. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
You were there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm at least semi-functioning, I promise.
Yeah, no, you seem way more functional than yesterday, so. But
I feel like it's more one of those, like, you know, when you're super tired and you go through phases where it's like you're slap happy and then you're just like super fucking hyper and feel like you've had coffee even if you haven't had coffee.
I completely understand that.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting for the slap happy to hit. It's either gonna be that or crying. One of the two.
Both.
If it's good crying, that's great.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. 10-2.
I didn't even click on yet.
Back on.
I'm working on it. Oh my god. It's like 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Once you're clocked on, let me know, and we'll get started with some of the basics that you'll need to know.
Okay.
Ready?
I think so.
Okay. So, you know how to sign on duty. You know how to sign off duty.
Yes.
You know how to radio.
Yes. I should turn mine on.
Airways are clear if you want to go for a 41.
Ah!
And if you don't, that's okay too. I won't force you. Duty, Tango, whatever your call sign is.
It's 37. I had to double check, which is really sad. 1041.
Yep.
Watch me say 42 just because I'm a dumbass.
You're my dumbass though, so.
Why is this scary?
You got this. It's mostly people you know on radio right now, so.
Somehow that doesn't make it less scary.
Hello, Les.
Hello.
Hello. I was catching her up on things, and now we're just getting her started her shift.
Haha, it worked.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Victory!
Need an emotional support hug. I'm gonna wait for a second.
What are we testing?
I changed the muscle for my radio, and it wasn't working until I took a nappies. Now it's working.
Yay!
Yeah.
For a second I thought they were actually doing
Oh,
something.
just so you know, we are going through some training stuff with Rhylie. So if you see some weird calls, I'm gonna clarify that it's us helping train Rhylie.
It's all good. We're experimenting with hunting.
Ooh.
Good luck, have fun, stay safe.
Well, you're not gonna get any of us down, so it's all good.
Okay.
Why do I feel like somehow they're all gonna end up down now?
Yeah, they're probably Probably doing God things.
Ah.
Trials, let's go to radio 3. So that way you can practice your calls.
I'm gonna stay on radio 2 just in case we're needed.
Yeah, no,
But
that's perfect.
I'm just an anxious bitch. I'm sorry.
You're
It's
okay. It's part of the process is you have to get used to starting this. I was anxious. Luna was anxious. Your dad was
anxious.
anxious. Flynn was
literally
anxious.
This is my first EMS shift, to be quite honest.
True. Oh, I
Aw.
left my phone in my imaginary kitchen. Hold on.
That's okay.
I
so-
was
How have
anxious
I
when
had
we
my
our
first shift
experience,
before
so
you
that
had your
makes
first
me
shift,
feel
and I
any
haven't been
better.
on that helps a little.
I was gonna wait off until you guys were solo, but I was like, today's a good day, so.
I just like
Hey.
I don't want to let anyone down.
You won't. You're a trainee.
Anxious.
It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not be correct all the time. At the end of the day, you're learning. That's the important part. So when you're ready, on radio 3, because that's where I am right now, you're gonna call 41.
Sorry, I have nervous giggles.
Oh,
Oh my
sorry.
god!
I'm sorry.
Okay? Just getting ready for everything.
Wow.
Oh, your cool hat is gone.
Wow.
It's okay. I
You
could go around the corner and get a new one.
punched the beanie right off his head.
Hold on, I'll just go get a new one.
Wow. My hands are sweating.
Beanie's back.
Nice. It's crazy. It flew far. Didn't even have to pick it up off the floor.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, like I said, it's just me and you on radio right now. No one else. Laz is on radio 2, making sure that we don't miss any calls.
I'm overthinking this so hard. I'm absolutely.
No, they'll make me pull the blue cloud. I will.
Can I do it from around the corner where no one's watching me?
Yes, you can.
Yes, go whatever you need.
Tango 37, 1041.
Perfect.
It's a lot less scary when no one's staring at me.
You do
Hey,
realize you'll
Riles.
eventually have to.
Well, hey, eventually.
Have you studied any of your 10 codes?
I know some of them. I feel the biggest thing will be if I actually remember, but I feel like I should know.
Okay. Just go ahead and read off to me what some of them are and what you think they're for.
Oh god, I have to pull them from memory.
If you'd have them.
Oh my god.
You gotta remember them, but I can also quiz you on a list if you prefer. Don't freak out. I'm just asking you necessary questions that you're gonna have to know as a paramedic. You're not in trouble.
The opposite, to be honest. This is just so you can learn at your own pace.
Do you want me to ask from a list?
Maybe because I'm trying to like remember the ones that I know, and my
Mhm.
brain is just flooding with
It's
numbers before I
hard
can
when you're put
process
on
what
the
numbers
spot.
it's flooding with.
Yeah, it's hard when you're put on the spot. What is 1076? And can you use it in a sentence for me?
It's when you're on your way.
Mhm.
So like
What's your call
I'm
sign?
overthinking this. Like
Don't
Tango
overthink it.
37, 76, wherever the heck we're going.
Okay.
Perfect.
What do we usually respond to? What's a 47?
Injured person.
There you go.
There you
So
go.
Tango 36, 76 to the latest 47. Or whatever your call sign is. 37.
I know 52, just like a 52 request is PD.
Yep. Is PD requesting ambulance or
Yeah.
EMS?
Yeah.
What is 10-2? It's okay if you don't know this one. We don't use it that often.
It's most people will plain speak what it means. So
It's like when you do radio checks, you're just like 10-2, like I can hear you,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
10-2
Yep.
means loud and clear.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I know the
10-4
context it's used in.
10-4 means you're acknowledging something. So 10-4 is just acknowledging something. 10-2 is you are hearing them loud and clear. What is 23?
It's when you arrive where you're going.
There you go. You're on scene. What is 77? You also might not have been asked to learn this one, but it's important to know.
I know that my brain has heard that one.
Usually, you'll hear it in a cop setting. A 77
Is it when someone's
is
shot?
No.
No.
77 is emergency backup. A
Oh, yeah,
78
I'm dumb.
is non-emergency backup.
wouldn't it be the other way around?
I was gonna say, isn't it the other way?
77 non-urgent, 78 urgent.
Yeah.
Or yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Usually one of them
10-3
involves someone getting shot, though.
10-3 is basically shut
Shut up.
stop radio chatter. Usually people of high command will do that. You really won't ever use it. 10-9 is repeat. So if you're unsure of a directions that somebody might have given you, and you just didn't hear what somebody said properly, you say 10-9. Or if you want to talk to somebody direct, for example, if you were calling for me over the radio, you'd say Tango 37 to Papa 16 direct. That way they know that it's directly to me and not to anybody else. Nobody else can answer. It's just a question for me. If I say something and you don't understand, you say Papa 16 10-9, or just say 10-9 over the radio after I speak, and usually we'll be able to clarify for you.
Okay.
10-12 is standby, but you will not hear that often. Officer down emergency is 13 Alpha, aka 13A. Non-emergency is 13 Bravo, or 13B. Medic down emergency is a 14A. So, for example, if your father were to go down and we had to respond to it, it would be a 14 Alpha because we do not know the circumstances of his injury and why he went down. In all cases, it is assumed to be an emergency until proven otherwise.
Okay.
For literally anything you're responding to. The location is a 20, but in the circumstances where you're asking somebody for the location, you'd say, what's the 20 of that latest 47? What's your 20 to 18, which is Officer Gonzalez?
He ran
you've
over
already-
me once.
And then there's a bunch of other stuff that really you won't be able to hear that often, but you won't hear and you might not use. 10-6 is busy unless urgent. We use that sometimes, like if you have a conversation you need with somebody and you need to clock off duty, but you're still around if somebody needs you to come back on and respond to something. Disregard is 22. If you say something and you need somebody to disregard, you just say, 22 that.
We don't really use that. We just normally just say disregard.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
paramedics use a lot of plain speak. So we don't use a lot of 10 codes that often. And if we can plain speak it, we'll plain speak it. We'll just say, disregard. On en route, responding, on scene, things like that. Police will use 10 codes more than paramedics do, but they're gonna quiz you and want you to use them, and I just want you to be aware of what they are. So I'm gonna be sending you the list that I have.
Can you send that to me too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't have
I
it
need
in the
it.
stuff at all.
Mm-hmm. They're not.
We'll have to get that edited at some point then.
That's on my list of stuff I'm working on.
I know it is, but I will for now
I have a
get that-
list and I've done 0 of it.
I was
Yeah, I
gonna say
know.
this list has some 10 codes you will not use, so just skim it at your own discretion and take what you think is important. But this is what I had open in front of me for like a solid 2.5 months while I was working as a paramedic, just so I could know that I had it right when I was using them, and that's
Yeah.
really what helped me get them into my head.
I know the important ones, but I also, like, for some of it, I like plain speak a little bit better.
Yeah, no, that's fair. As someone who's learning how to do the EMS side of things, I prefer the.
Code 4 is all clear.
Mhm. Do you know what code 2 and code 3 are?
Code 2 is lights and code 3 is lights and sirens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was that?
Huh?
I thought you said something.
No,
Okay, well, that's
I think so.
just the city being weird. That's fine. Okay, I think that's most of the important 10 codes. I think Laz is sending you guys the sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
we
looking
can
over
go
it right now.
through. We can go through some practice scenarios if somebody wants to pretend to be a patient for her to.
Hello, at me, I'd be patient.
Okay.
Patient, I can be the patient.
While
If
do
you
that,
both
I
want
just
to
remembered
practice your
I need.
medical knowledge, I'll be the patient. Because that sounds like a better idea. So you both get some practice in
Actually, yeah,
together.
that
Fun.
works.
I do need to run and put stuff in my locker quick because I forgot that I need to do that. I'll be
That's
back. Just gonna take like all of this off of her that she doesn't need right now. Look up here. I'll put those in there.
Ready to learn together, Riles? This is the next section. Laz is gonna teach us.
Okay.
You got this. You're already doing really good.
Yeah, you know a lot of the 10 codes, which is good.
It's just like my brain knows all the things I need to know. It's just never had to
Yeah.
process it, and so I'm like, what the fuck do I do? But like, it's sitting in there, like, this is what you do. Like, I can hear it in my head what I'm
Well,
supposed to do, but I'm like, I don't fucking know what I need to do because I've never had to process it.
Well, you're doing
Yeah.
really good. You actually have some pretty good knowledge of 10 codes. You know your codes. Like code 2, code 3. You know how to 41, and I'm fairly certain you know how to 42.
Yes.
So you're doing really good.
Yay.
Mm-hmm. In this next section, we'll both be learning because I don't know how to treat on scene, so this will be fun. We'll learn together.
Yes.
Yes. You just gotta wait for Laz to come back from her head pop. But no, I understand the nurse. I am a nerve ball right now because I don't usually do on-field stuff. Just do hospital stuff.
Popsicle.
Yeah, but we got this.
Resisting the urge to be a dramatic bitch because anxiety.
You are doing great.
You really are, though. Seriously. You've been around here a long time, and I can tell you you're doing great. So I've seen the other types of onboardings and stuff like that. So. Mm-hmm. Just think, after this is done, and you understand stuff, you can go home and look at the new fish.
I saw the fish.
Yeah, I heard.
I saw them.
Hello, Laz.
Hello.
What?
Welcome back.
Hi,
The
welcome
aliens
back.
took
No, it
you.
scared the heck
I
out of me. I
know.
went and I changed. Like, I went in the house, didn't see anyone. I'd been running around there for a minute too. I had no idea Josie was there. Well, I'd been on the roof for a while. Well, I went on the roof, then I fell off the roof, and then I ran down the hill, and then I went back up, climbed up the fountain
Up a
step thingies,
back
and went
door.
back to the roof.
And that.
And then when I went inside to change, I didn't see anyone. And I got changed and I turned around and Josie was just standing in the middle of the living room. I was like, oh, hi.
Yeah, she's working on the fish tank, and she's gonna help me with lighting because I was struggling.
Yeah, she's starting to throw some stuff in there. I knew you were swapping out the couch. I was not prepared for all of the excitement in the living room.
Tried.
When Flynn gets back from being in his head, I'm gonna ask him to put a toilet in the bathroom and a shower
Yes.
because
Alright.
I'm having to go to my apartment every morning
Oh my god.
to take a shower.
Lovely. What I love is that your house came with none of the bathroom things.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
But we don't have a bathroom either.
We do. It's the one door that near their bedroom.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no,
Is
really
it?
is. That's yeah.
The last time I asked, you said we didn't have one.
That was before. There's been construction going on the last couple of days.
So we have one now. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
I'm just looking at live close hospitals. I can just run to the hospital and go to the bathroom. It's very close, so.
Yeah, just a quick
Just
jaunt up the
hop on
hill.
Mm-hmm. It sucks in the middle of the night though. People catch me in my pajamas walking across.
It's probably mostly locals anyway. Who cares what they think? very pretty car. I like the blue.
Yeah, it's a very pretty blue.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Help. Look
Huh?
at Look at her head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, come here.
Yeah. Sorry.
You can go follow to observe if you want, but if not, you can just stay here. That's fine too.
My advice, go. But
Okay.
if you're good, if you know
Uh,
anything about this, it's probably gonna be routine. But my advice is go.
I'm gonna go
Yeah, go
watch.
for it.
Eee.
Okay. What happened? What's going on?
Got punched accidentally in the head about 3 hours ago,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's still feeling irritated. Nothing I do is making it go away.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you some questions here, and even though the answers might seem obvious, I need you to answer to your
So
questions.
quiet.
Okay. What's the name of the hospital you're in?
Ocean something.
Okay. Who drove you to the hospital?
Skylar.
All right. And who's your boss at the mechanic shop?
Me.
Okay. So you're good. You're aware of current events. You're not slurring your speech, but I'm gonna do a CT scan and check for any signs of a concussion. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, Lennon. What's the results on that? Okay. Let's just check if it's some kind of bruising. I know you have stitches in your head too, so.
Something happened here?
Oh, I
Have those.
forgot all about the puncture in my head.
Yeah. I don't really know
Let me
what,
make
but
sure those haven't
the
fallen
other
out.
night
Or they're
it
not
sounded like
irritated.
someone kind
Okay.
of broken.
Sorry, what'd you say? I was having a hard time hearing you.
Sorry, I was kind of mumbling a little bit.
Kind of antibiotic.
It was a little quiet.
Sorry.
Okay, the stitches look a little irritated. I'm worried about a little bit of.
I'm not entirely sure. I know that something happened.
Just fucked it up a little bit.
I don't know what.
Feeling anything else? A headache? Are you feeling pain in your jaw?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a headache, I guess.
Okay.
This is actually my first time in here
My current guess right now is
okay.
several days.
a developed
So.
with your stitches.
Oh, so it's like the
especially
last couple days or something.
That it's in, it's
Yeah.
keep it clean. I'm gonna give you some antibiotics. I need you to take
It's
them
been
every
pretty
day
recent.
for 15 days. And
Okay.
once they run out, that pain and that redness and that swelling should go down.
Definitely have my concerns about it, but
And I'm also gonna give you some Tylenol.
Like what kind of concerns?
Stronger, I can, but
just
the Tylenol.
or why?
Do you want the pills or?
Just why?
My head constantly stops.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Irritated.
So the drip. Let me grab some of the antibiotics and set up that drip, and I'm gonna have you sit here for about 5 minutes as it sets into your system, and that should make that pain go away. And I'm gonna give you a bottle of Tylenol. Keep on you, but really keep it on you, Avery. Don't let anyone else have it.
Alright.
I have to go grab some medication. Give me a sec.
Okay.
They find anything?
Apparently, I have stitches in the back of my head. I don't remember why, but they are irritated. She thinks they're infected, and the punch just set it off.
Oh, okay.
IV in. You just have to sit here until it runs out, and then you're free to go.
Alright.
Okay. And if you run out of anything either anytime soon, feel free to stop into the pharmacy. It's always available for purchase there.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you want to talk to me about? Anything you want me to check out for you?
Maybe privately.
I'm not seeing really any visible causes for the head pain. It could just be that you got punched, you know. It's triggering a headache, but your stitches do look irritated. Run with the course of antibiotics and
If you are saying something, I cannot hear you.
I'm sorry, you're cutting in and out for me.
Yeah, I can't hear you either.
She can't hear you. I can hear both of you.
Yeah, it's my brain connection, probably.
I can hear
No,
you.
I
now.
hear you literally.
I
just
can
fine.
hear everyone.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm having trouble hearing other people. They're
Oh.
cutting in and out.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's a you thing. Okay.
So I'm sorry, I don't know what you said. Okay, I'm gonna step outside. You feel free to call me back in if you need anything, okay? You know you got the fire department badge on your arm, right?
I have the one on that I was told to put on. I didn't pay attention.
That's the fire department badge right there.
Then why'd they tell me to put this one on?
I don't know. We should probably take you to change it though.
Yeah. I just put on what they told me to put on when they scooped me.
You got the fire department badge. See?
Class.
Mine and your dad's is white.
It is white.
Interesting, Dad.
Yes,
Okay.
I didn't look at it. I just put on the one I was told to put on.
That's right, you can
It's
fix
always
it
really
later.
crazy to me how paper thin these walls are.
I guess I...
Now I can't hear you.
Oh, that place.
Okay, good to know. I see the boat dock. Yep. Okay, that's good. I knew what I'm doing, didn't I? Because I think my fishing pole is actually in my locker.
Nice.
Thank you.
Funnily enough.
You have places to be. I can find another ride home.
No. I'll be free. Oh my god.
think Dad and Lee are hanging out, which that is a combo bound to cause chaos. Especially Lee.
Who the hell is Eddie Lewis?
I don't know.
You alright?
What?
I said, are you alright?
I had a void yelling in my head, and when I went to deal with it, one of my joints locked up and it really fucking hurt.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine.
Well, at least you're fine.
This goes gross, and I said he is a phone guy.
I want to vomit at what I just read.
What?
My dad
mean,
posted a picture of my uncle.
What I
on
just said,
Bird
because if you look at the
saying that
character
he's a phone
quotes,
guy,
I want to vomit.
'cause in the picture he's running around with the phone in his hand. You might see if I could hang out with Lee.
I regret looking.
Well, you should have gotten a hint when I said I wanted to vomit.
Listen, the curiosity got the better of me.
Curiosity kills the cat.
Yeah, but satisfaction brings it back.
Well, were you satisfied?
Not yet.
I was about to say.
I haven't really hung out with Lee a lot. I just sent him a text.
Alright, so you have your band-aids on you, and you have your first aids.
Yes. I don't have the same number of both though, and it's bothering me.
Well, while Laz is finishing her cigarette, you can always go grab one. The extras.
I'm
You know where they are,
silently
Mary?
judging her. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you believe my
I
aunt
made a new
smokes?
outfit today and I love it.
New outfit.
It's pink camo shorts with a pink tank top and pink shoes.
Sounds
I feel
very
like I saw
pink.
that.
Do you wear it on Wednesdays?
No, because I just made it today.
I have a outfit that I'm gonna make later.
It is
Th-
the outfit
I saw the
the
top the other day, and I'm just like, I need to build an outfit around this.
I have made my first flannel outfit for lesbian season.
Oh, this is kind of a lesbian discussion. So
Nice.
for vest, I'm gonna do black leather pants and then black heels, boots, heel
Nice.
boots. I'm gonna look so hot.
I kind of want to make an outfit the color of the Ace flag.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
But also, I really wanted to make one the color of the trans flag too.
Do both.
It's gonna be
Just
my
have two
new
outfits.
outfit for when I ride the bike.
Nice. I am gonna go do the thing real quick. I'll be right back. I am such a disorganized mess right now. Lord. I definitely don't need to be this close to it. Okay. Let me grab one of those. And then how many of these can I even carry? So it's like 2.5 pounds. Or 5? the same amount of both of them. The numbers aren't the same, but they're at least even-ish, so I'll take it.
It is so bright. Everything
Mhm.
is really bright.
That's why I'm in the shadow.
Yeah, it
So
got
I'm
so
in
bright
the
just like
city
out of
just running
nowhere.
Highs out of city.
So loud.
Nope. Dad called me. He noticed.
Mhm. I'm gonna go check on Avery. Yeah.
Okay. And you,
It might be because
I know it's
the
very,
hospital
yeah,
walls
no,
aren't
I know,
insulated.
I know.
Um,
I was just curious.
we can move if it's too loud though.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, but we're all normal talking.
Definitely here. Yeah, no, I was just curious. I was more so curious if your whisper.
What?
Yeah, we can try.
Come here.
Huh? What?
I said I'm gonna help you out while Blaz is doing
Okay.
stuff. So you know how to use band-aids, right?
Yes.
Use one on me. Said you need one.
It's that one, I think. 99% sure.
Did you do revive or heal?
Heal. Hey, it did.
The right thing.
Yes.
Okay, so that's band-aid. Okay. You know that if you use the revive, that's your med packs.
Yes.
All right. So, what type of scenarios did you run through before with Sam that confused you, or just seemed overwhelming?
Literally the only one that I've had was the like big like one that the like PD did.
Okay.
That was like
No, I get it. I know what it was. Okay.
yeah, that's literally the only thing.
So let's do some basics. I just got hit by a car. How are you going to treat me?
Why is my brain dying on me right now?
You got this. Take your time. No rush here. Me and you. Everyone else is over there.
Check to see if you're conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Check for injuries, your breathing,
Uh-huh.
like anything in your airway.
Uh-huh.
Probably concussion check, because
Yep.
cars just fucking destroy all of you. If anything's broken, splint it and get you to Lennon.
Mm-hmm. Or if there's a doctor on duty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do I feel like
Good.
I'm missing something?
Not really. So you checked to see if they're breathing. You checked their pulse. You checked over their injuries. So in this case, if I had a broken leg, what would you do?
Splint it so that it's stable and don't touch it otherwise.
Correct. You would splint it, make sure it's settled in a sense that you can transport without issue,
Yeah.
and then you transport. Now, it's good because you literally just explained how to deal with the basics. That really is that simple. You're doing fantastic with this. Mhm.
Just know, like, it's taken a minute for my brain to process and, like, organize. It's like, I know what I need to do, but I gotta organize the thoughts into the order that, like,
No, I know. That's okay.
makes sense.
That's perfectly fine. Because, like I said, you guys are trainees. This is the time to learn. This is the time to make your mistakes. This is the time to figure everything out. No one's going to judge you for making mistakes. And the people that do, you tell me, and I take it up the chain of command and be a Karen. But right now, you're doing good. All right, so say I'm a block dog. How are you going to treat me if I just got shot by PD dog? Need help? Just ask and I will assist.
No, I'm good. I just, my brain.
You're okay. Just take your time.
I mean, first things first, like, you want to try and stop the bleeding, check vitals, find out where they're bleeding, if there's just an entrance wound, if there's an entrance and an exit wound, because then that's two things you gotta try and stop bleeding.
Yep.
Silently in the back of your brain, in the back of your mind, pray that it's not in the ass and you don't have to deal with what lasted the other night.
Yep.
I know that's not part of the answer you want, but
No, it's acceptable. I will accept it.
But check for vitals if they're conscious, if they're not. Trying to remember. Just a second.
You got this. Take your time.
Is it just like full paramedics that are allowed to do IVs, or can trainees do that too? Because if you lose a lot of blood, you're gonna be in shock, and that's a problem.
I do believe you guys can do very, very basic IVs and stuff like that. So you could do at the EMT level / trainee level, you could do oxygen.
Yes.
You can use some of your basic equipments. So like vital, heart monitors, stuff like that. And I think in the case of like if someone passes out, you guys can use glucose tablets. When it comes to other stuff, I'm not too sure that would be Alaz's question because she is as the paramedic experience.
I feel like a lot of that stuff is kind of like restricted, which
you weren't wrong. There is a bit
We're allowed to give out IV blood, Tylenol, any like epinephrine, stuff like that. Any life-saving drugs, but none like stuff you would expect an EMT to be able to give. And there is a list in our SOPs if you want to look into it.
My problem with that is that it's kind of vague and it's worded kind of awkwardly in some places to where it's unclear, which is also why I'm rewriting them.
So, yeah, Yeah, so you would do your basic
Oh,
over
you're
the
talking
counter.
about the cheat sheet?
Not just the cheat sheet, it's just the overall stuff.
Okay, no, I mean to interrupt you. I couldn't much.
You're okay. I was whispering because it's just been a day. Uh, so yeah, you basically have your basic over the counter type situation. So like your Tylenol, stuff like that. Oxygen. You can do your basic IVs for blood and stuff like that. But for the most part, that's pretty much it. So knowing that info, you got a block bleeding dog. Just got shot up by the police dog. What you gonna do?
Remember your ABCs.
I'm just like, I'm like, I know the things we need to do, but I'm like, I don't even know what the best order to do it in. It's like, you want to check if they're conscious, if they're breathing, like, the airway's clear, all that. Where are they bleeding from? How much is it bleeding? How many holes are they bleeding from?
Good.
Try and stop the bleeding. Or at very least slow it down enough to get them stable and here. Like, you know, vitals checks. Like,
Yeah.
pulse and all that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
The only other thing is, since it would be a PD scene, to just before you would leave and clear with PD.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that was good. All right. So you've done that. You're good with the basic. Good with what you'll see on the field when it comes to shootouts.
The information's in my brain. I just panic.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm not used to having to process the information.
You know, I get it. That's why we're doing this, so that way you can start to get to process it a bit.
I very much appreciate it.
And if you need to do it more, I will sit here for hours while you practice.
I will never say no.
Can I do one that's come up a bunch recently because of the yacht and everything?
Yep.
People drowning?
What do you do? Yeah, what do you do if someone's drowning?
Well, one, get them out of the water. Two, are we we'll check to see if they're breathing at all. For pulse. I know, like, if there's no pulse, we can do CPR. If they're not, like, if they have a pulse but they're not, like, breathing, do we have, like, suction stuff we can use, or how?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you.
Yeah.
You have suction, and another option is you can get into recovery position.
Just hope it comes out on its own.
Yep.
And there's also one more thing, because they're all going to have probably some damage to the lungs. What do you do to help that?
Give them oxygen.
There you go.
It's funny because that's in my brain. Like,
Yeah,
I was making a mental note of that one. I just didn't say it.
Let's just say the kids in Colorado don't, or on the reservation, they don't have much to do. So I am a kind of an expert in water rescue, because they used to always go and drink by the lake, and then dumbasses fell to the lake and drowned like at least once a week.
God.
Kids are stupid nowadays, trust me.
They so are. They're just all dumb.
This literally happened at least once a week on the reservation.
And also, like, as a follow-up on that one, check, like, because if they have, like, previous injuries or something, that could have been aggravated by that.
Mhm. Also, check for head injury because they could have hit their head on the
Yeah.
when they were in the water.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've almost hit my head on the yacht jumping off of it.
If there's, if you ever get the chance, you can always see like whoever you're with. They'll do like test dummy training sessions. When your dad was, or my dad was training Kestrel and Luna, me and Sprim were test dummies and would
Goodness.
make up different scenarios for them to practice their skills on. Like obviously you'll learn it in field situations, but it's always good to have that extra practice.
Yeah. I can only imagine the potential chaos slash entertainment with having a little man involved.
Okay. So, yeah, you know how to do the water rescue. Those are most of the main scenes you'll see. You'll always get curveballs, so expect the unexpected. Like, for example, a Littleman scene or a block scene. Those will come, and it's okay to be overwhelmed by them. It happens. I mean, I've been held up by the Littlemans literally inside the hospital. So
Oh my god.
while I was in my head,
It is true. He helped me and your dad up there.
Jesus.
And then held
Yeah,
your dad up.
he kidnapped me. Like, I think after he was running from that situation, I woke up, ran to the garage to get my bike, saw that there was a scene at the garage, tried to run away, and he followed me and took me with kidnapped me and put me in his car, and I was literally on duty because I was on the way to the hospital.
brings up a good point. You guys,
It's terrifying.
Yep. You guys do have panic buttons, as you know.
We do?
Technically, yes. I don't know the specifics on them, but in your F1 muscle, I think it's more for use in a situation where,
Oh, I see it.
yeah. I actually haven't seen an SOP on it, so I wouldn't recommend using it right now, but I will let you know about that. But it is a
Okay.
thing that exists. But when it comes to being kidnapped and stuff like that, a good way to let PD know is remember that Ocean King is okay. So think of something to say that's just the opposite of that if you have the chance to radio. So, like in my case, I would say something like, if someone did a status check on me, I'd go and find whatever random 10 code to say to a status check and just say it. Because they'll know something's up. Because it isn't the correct response.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good way to do it. It's just blurt out whatever you can. Because I know sometimes you might get the chance to use radio, and you might initially think maybe I should just call 78. But sometimes you can't get that out, so you just gotta blurt out what you can that makes sense to get as a distress call.
What about pineapple?
That would work, honestly. I know you're.
Yeah, that does work because we all know. Yeah.
That works because it's something random that you wouldn't respond to a status check with, so it would work.
I have a sentence I want to say, but I shouldn't say it.
Just say it.
Can't, I'm laughing too hard now. Does that make pineapple my safe word?
Oh my god, Rhylie. I don't need to know about that.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I would not use pineapple for that.
Where did Laz go?
went to take a walk. She's all right. Been checking on her.
I'm gonna be in my head for a couple of minutes.
I'm going to assume you weren't very busy until I went down.
Hmm?
Huh?
So I'm going to assume you weren't very busy, and then I went down.
No, we were pretty busy. We were doing psych stuff.
Whoops.
We had. No, you're okay. Do not apologize for going down. It happens. We were just going over some of the new hires, so
You got new hires?
kind of right now. They're gonna have a conversation with your dad about some stuff, but I will hire them in a probationary period. One of them is a regular doctor here.
Franny?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Franny's a psych now. Or, well, soon to be. And one is named Hannah Louise. She's new to the city, but she just recently graduated from school with her psychology degrees. I'm going to give her a shot. Same with Brittany. And hope to God that they work, because otherwise I'm going to lose my mind.
I just feel bad for my dad, because that's...
Well, I'm not completely stealing her, to be quite honest. She's still certified surgeon. She's still certified doctor, and she's going to be doing doctor stuff in this psych downtime. So,
You know, it's not your fault. I'm just, you know.
Me and your dad have had a long conversation about this before. Is that psych is basically a on-call thing rather than constantly needed. So doctors who want to do the cross-train can, and basically do psych on the side of what they're basically doing now. So in this case, Franny would still focus being a doctor, and if we need the assistance, she can help out.
I need to figure out something to do.
Well, you have the vet stuff. You have a few other things as well.
I have the vet stuff and the mechanic stuff, but I don't really get called that much to repair cars. Because there's always someone at the mechanic shop. Which I feel like I should be there more since Lee called me an assistant manager.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably how you get most of your business as a mechanic, is by being there.
I don't want to be there alone right now, though.
That's perfectly fine. But that's probably where the disconnect is that you're not there, so people just go to whoever is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know.
Lynn, you never have to apologize. I know it's something ingrained in you, but you're allowed to talk, you're allowed to speak, you're allowed to give your thoughts. You're human. So, Rouse, you got any questions so far?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's good.
I just got a very interesting email and I'm kind of salty I wasn't there to see it happen.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you know how to treat. You know how to... So you know how to treat, you know how to handle situations on scene. You know how to work on a few things. I hear running. Beckett, is that you?
Hi.
Whoa. I'm Strauss, stay right here for a second. I'm gonna go check on Flynn.
Okay. So hello.
Hi.
Introduce yourself, Rouse. Beckett's one of the cadets.
Hi, I'm Rhylie. I'm his daughter.
I'm Beckett. I'm a cadet.
I feel like I should do this not sitting on the floor, but I don't feel like moving right this second. I'm sorry.
You're good. I walked all the way here, so
Nice.
I might actually take a sit too. I was walking over to see if any of the doctors were about.
Gotcha. I think mostly it's been just us.
Cries and can't drive and wants to get checked out.
Oh no. I think Sam just drove by.
I see Assistant Chief's cruiser, and I assume they're normally together when they're both
Yeah,
about
they
listening.
like
So I would
just
assume he was
pulled
here.
in.
I'm vibing right now.
Fun.
I'll be right back.
That car sounded like it's crying. I think I'm alone up here.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Huh? I'm not sure. Flynn got up and walked over there. Dad went to check on him. Was her name Beckett? Just came over and said hi, but I think went in to try and see Sam because she needs a checkup so that she can drive. Yeah. Sam and Alex just rolled by. Hello.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So. Oh.
Your hair color is really pretty.
Wait, mine?
I said the pink hair color is very pretty.
Thank you. What?
There's an injured
Or-
person call.
Yeah. Where's my dad? Oh my god. Oh my god. I need my adults. There's people are dying.
Oh,
Y'all are dying. I'm not solo, so.
Shit.
Yeah, Sam's on duty and picking people up, so.
Okay.
I think he's riding with my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at that scene, so you're okay.
Oh, there? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
They're right there, yeah.
Is that...
She can I don't mind if she hears.
Okay.
Okay.
She's
Well,
family.
this is true.
I can go back over there if you
It's okay.
prefer.
Rouse, you're good. It's just Finn was just feeling anxious and stuff like that. So,
Ah,
and I was just telling him that because he injured himself today, probably should tell his dad so he can get some type of medicine. He was worried about worrying his dad, but I was just about to tell him, as parents, we're always in a constant state of worry.
so he'll
It's
probably
just-
be less worried if you tell him, because then he knows what's going on and won't have to be like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? And having to speculate.
Yeah.
Well, I think he knows something's up with me anyways because I've been avoiding people all day.
Yeah, we get that instinct. It's a parent thing. I can usually pick up on the kids when they're not in the right frame of mind or if something's off. You guys are pretty easy to read. No offense, Rouse.
Dang it.
I've been told that I don't hide it as well as I think I do.
You don't, but that's okay. I know you guys tend to want to hide it so that you don't worry others, but honestly, hiding it worries us more.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we just want you to be okay, safe, and happy. And
Well,
in
she's
this case,
standing here
I
just
think
agreeing with
getting you
this
some
when
meds that will
she's
help
also
your
hiding
both your
it.
fracture in your face and the concussion will be beneficial.
Yeah, I might give me something I can't sleep because I have not been able to sleep.
Yeah, you need your sleep too. So once he's back around, ask him.
In laws.
All right. Well, you got this. Yep, there's last.
It's nice seeing you. I miss you.
I plan to do it more once I'm got psych stuff settled down a bit and that I can help the kids. So
Oh, she's taking the ambulance. They might need it.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll just text them because that way.
Yeah, no, text them. And like I said, if I see him, I'll tell him as well. So
Yeah. 'Cause I need to stop hiding things. But
yeah, no, hiding doesn't help because then we can't help, and then that just leads to more pain.
still have her autopsy. I don't know why I'm so scared to give it to Gunny. But I don't know, maybe it tells me what happened.
Well, that and it's a big leap to do, and you got to take it a step at a time. How we get through life.
Because I know, I mean, there's no, like, Jason hasn't been around. I haven't seen him on the road. I mean, that doesn't mean he's still not around, but
Yeah, no, I think it's okay to be paranoid, and it's okay to be concerned, but also you gotta let it not consume your life. You're still a human.
I mean, I'm still scared.
Yeah, which is fair.
But as it's been longer since I got stabbed, I'm not as scared. I guess I just help your avoiding family with any kind of image. So those two things have to be not great. I'm very young. This is not hell. I'll just
Don't be sorry. Do not be sorry. Flynn, everything you're feeling is valid.
I'll text my dad.
just clicked in the wrong way. I don't know how I didn't just punch someone. Hey, Flynn.
So, Riles,
Huh.
how are you feeling about stuff now? With this,
A little better.
a little
Just
better is
knowing
good.
that, like, the knowledge that's in there is at least good knowledge. It's
And no,
just a matter of, like, getting over the anxiety and just, like, implementing it.
I might write a section on clothing and SOPs.
you know, you really are doing good. Your knowledge is good. You know how to approach scenes. You know how to do the comms. The comms, like the codes itself, will come with time. I still barely know what I'm saying 90% of the time. Just
I don't know
what
half
it
of
is.
what comes out of my mouth most of the time.
Exactly, but you're doing good. You're really doing good. I'm proud of you, and I think you're going to do great at this.
Thanks.
You already are doing great at this.
Ah!
And like I said, if you want to just have a day where we sit at the house and we go over things, we go over things. I'll sit
Honestly,
there.
that sounds like a vibe.
Oh, you let me know when.
It's like in, like, 4th grade when you had to learn multiplication. It's just like, here's the flashcards. And then you just, like, sit there for, like, hours memorizing them. It's like, what's 4 times 6? Oh, it's 24. Then eventually you just didn't need to actually do the math because you just knew.
You know. Do me a favor. 311 that you're. Actually, I'll just do it. What's your call sign?
Tango 37? It's 37.
I was just getting messages that I didn't really specify what we were doing, so I didn't oopsie. So I'm just gonna 311 what we're doing.
Gotcha. I can't believe Sauce actually perma Jeffy. Jesus.
Make sure I
I'm
spelled
recording, so
unavailable
I
correctly.
can't go watch.
Spell it for me, please, because I'm fucking stupid.
Spell what?
Unavailable.
UNAVAILABLE?
Yeah, that looks right.
I'm questioning everything about my life.
It's okay. We're both a little cooked. That's fine.
I had a moment earlier where I was like, I think this word is satellite, watching Wheel of Fortune.
Nice.
And someone was like, That doesn't fit there. It's like the only letters missing are the L's. Are there not two L's in satellite? And then I questioned like my entire existence. And then it was right. It was the word.
Yep, that sounds about right.
It was one of those nights.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, so what are some things that are... Is there anything in specific that's bothering you that you would like to work on?
I don't think there's anything like really specific, honestly. I
Okay.
think it's just a matter of making sure that like I know it's gonna come with time and like getting over, you know, the anxiety and stuff a little bit, just like getting my
Yeah.
brain to slow down so that like I could keep up.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
the more you do it, the more it'll click, the more it'll become a muscle memory.
Yeah.
And get there. Honestly, right now Laz is mostly doing EMS stuff. So if you see her around and she's on duty, ask to ride with her.
Okay. I can do that. I think I
and
can
you
ride
can
with Luna too.
You can, however, Luna is she a full medic? Let me see.
I know that she's solo.
Yeah, she's just solo, so I wouldn't recommend riding with her right now because she's also still a trainee. You can, however, if you want to like shadow, that's fine.
Okay.
If you're going to do full-on shifts, I would just stick with FTOs.
Okay.
Could
do that.
I know you're not the biggest fan of him, but Sam is a good option for now. That way you can power through this phase.
Yeah.
And he's good at his job, even if we, you know.
I just like this last hour and a half has been more effective at helping me with anything than the like 6 hours I was on duty with Sam like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Everybody learns differently, but like I said, at that point you can
It's like
just...
everyone just sat there silently doing nothing, and I was like, the fuck? Like I can't leave.
Yeah,
And go like
no, I get it.
wander. Honestly, once I'm able to, I'm probably just gonna roam.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. If you power through the non-solo aspect, once you're solo, you're basically doing what you're normally doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do that. Have you tried emailing Billy? Not like through the FTO channel, but straight up emailing him.
I have thought about it, but I haven't yet because I am an anxious bitch.
Okay, so I will tell you now. Whenever you do it, he's an absolute sweetheart.
Okay.
He won't judge you for randomly reaching out or anything.
Okay.
If anything, he'll straight up tell you, yeah, sure, when.
Okay.
And that goes Blue Cloud too. If straight up, that man will do anything to help. So
I mean, can I just like should I just like email him and be like, "Hey, yo, Billy, wanna teach a dumb bitch what to do," but not using those words, or can I like blue cloud it and be like, "Hey, help"?
You could Blue Cloud it. Be like, hi,
Okay.
I struggle with being anxious on duty, and I think my learning style would benefit from Billy teaching me at least a few sessions. Would you be able to help out?
Okay.
And knowing how Cupcake is, that man will be like, yeah, sure, whatever, let's do it. That man literally is the definition of yes and. So
The fact that I'm nervous to email someone named Cupcake is just
look, if you want to be less nervous, you have mod powers over him in B's Discord.
Oh shit, you right.
Yeah.
I have power.
You do. You have the high ground here.
Oh my god.
But no, you've been doing really good. just in this little time alone, you know how to approach scenes,
Mhm.
you know how to treat what you're given, which is good. Like I said, there will always be edge cases like the Blocks or the Littlemen or
Mhm.
old people like James Randall. Those will exist. Those will happen. But even then, just go through the motions and adjust accordingly.
Okay.
But otherwise, you're doing really good. Your comms are good. Your approach to things is good. You
Hey, what are you doing?
know that you should assess the situation and you should talk to PD before leaving scenes.
Yes.
You got it all down pat. And like I said, I've been here a couple of months already, and I've seen people go through the training. I literally have done another onboarding before, and you have picked up on this so quickly, and you're doing so well. And like I said, it's only a matter of time before you're solo, and then only a matter of time before you're full EMT.
I'm very excited.
I know you are.
Like, I know I'm super anxious now, but I'm very excited to hit, like, that point where, like, I know what I'm doing and I'm confident.
Yeah.
It's just getting to that point.
And you will. One thing I honestly kind of recommend, when you know you'll be around and you are in the mindset, do it. That way you get the extra experience.
Okay.
And that way you can get the shifts, and that way you can get the solo. And if need be, and you don't want to be around alone, let me know. I'll come sit at the hospital and work. So that way, even between calls, you can have someone to decompress with.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm usually around all the time, so
It'd be nice
need-
to at least, like, start putting in hours, you know?
yeah. And I think you will, probably not today, but in the near future, you can start. I think, hell, even maybe the next upcoming week or something like that, you can just, if you're feeling it, do it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll be around if need be. I'll probably be around anyways. So, and like I said, Laz is around right now. She's only working EMS stuff
Yeah.
because she's on LOA from the psych stuff, besides helping with interviews today.
It'd be nice to spend some time with her, too.
Yeah. And she needs it, but she also needs her space as well. That was a big conversation we had last night. She's not used to having people care this much about her.
Same, honestly.
Yeah, no, I
I
know.
get that.
Yeah, and it's a lot. But she does need her space occasionally. But as you see, she's coming back, so.
It's the
Hey, Les.
coolest aunt ever.
How's it going?
It's going good. She's got a really good hang of this stuff. A lot of the nerves were nerves.
As they usually are.
Yeah, but she's really good with scene stuff. We did a few scenarios, like me being a block, being a shot dog, or basic roadside injuries, like if someone crashed and hurt their leg. And we also did what would you do in that, like in the block scene? Would you wait for PD to call, stuff like that? And she did really good. She walked us through how to treat a drowning victim, which is another common call that we'll see because of metal detecting. But she's got the hang of it. It's just now putting all of this into practice.
The information's in my brain. I just need to get it to process.
It's okay that everybody has different processing speeds when it comes to things, and that's okay. Like I said, this is your trainee phase. This is the time to make the mistakes. This is the time to figure everything out and the time to grow. It's literally what the meaning of trainee is.
Yeah.
But like I said, you're doing really good. I've seen people be onboarded. I've done an onboarding before. I'm a trainee myself here, but you're doing really good. I'm proud of you, and I think you're going to do great.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try my very best.
That's all we asked for.
Doesn't gotta be perfect. You're still learning.
Exactly. I told her she had mentioned it before, but she wanted to try to get a session with Billy, so I told her to reach out. If she
Yeah.
asks, he will probably show up.
Mm-hmm.
I do think having a session with Billy would be beneficial for her because you know how Billy is. Doesn't overcomplicate things or anything like that. He's very laid back, but also very informative with what he's doing. And I think that type of style of teaching would help Rouse more than ever. So, but overall, you're doing good, Rouse.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I have I guess sort of good news about my head.
Ooh.
According to my dad, because the helmet took most of the damage, my concussion shouldn't be that bad, and he'll look at me tomorrow.
That's good.
Now I'm feeling the effects of everything that I've done today.
Yep, that'll happen.
Yeah.
I think honestly, after Storm, I'm just gonna walk to Alice Customs.
I think I'm gonna go try fishing.
See, I really want to try it too. But
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I might see if Leah wants to go do it. I know he did it earlier, but I really want to hang out with him.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might wake up for a bit, chill, kind of decompress from the day. But otherwise, I
I
don't know.
was thinking about metal detecting.
Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm taking a quiz in my definitely not imaginary American Sign Language class.
Yeah, you're good. You're surviving.
Honestly, I kind of want to metal detect because I have 6 Game Boys and I'm really close to
Go
getting
for it.
I actually got a Game Boy right in my house, but it's broken.
No,
Let's
neither of
just
them.
no, there is no picture for it. I don't.
There's a picture for it now.
Okay, I'm gonna go check.
I have one in my
Because
pocket.
I didn't look in the I didn't check the stash this morning. I was going to, but I forgot.
I need to put stuff in your house too, Lena.
Yeah, just please, just the toilet and the shower, so I don't have to run to the hospital. Because it's kind of awkward when I have to run to the hospital in my pajamas in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom.
Is your bathroom upstairs or downstairs?
It's upstairs. It's in between the two guest rooms.
Okay. I'll do it when I make it there eventually, because I gotta walk everywhere.
If you need a ride, just call me. I have 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3 cars and a bicycle. I was trying to remember how many cars I had.
Oh, I'm looking at Spencer's Weevil in my car. It's such a good car.
A lot of fun.
I actually used a rumple van yesterday to move the rest of the stuff from my apartment into the house.
I used my countered R today. Because after Amelia, Dad, and Laz rescued me off the mountain, I had to go retrieve my Toro.
I know I'm being quiet. I'm just like processing and thinking.
I have no idea. I'm so tired, but I slept and napped today. Like, I woke up at 10, I'm like, I'm not getting up right now. I have a headache. Woke and slept for until 11 where I had to work. Worked for 3 hours and then took a nap and woke up back up at 3.
Who just pulled up?
It was Will, Skyla, and I think your girlfriend, or not, fuck, sorry, V. I was about to ask why Will is something I remember.
I have no idea how Even V is doing. She hasn't messaged me in.
I got like 2 messages from her last night, but I haven't heard much from her.
3 days. And that was
I
me
almost,
telling her I'm always there for her because I know she's going through something.
Yeah.
I almost called her.
Oh my gosh, where did the 4th person come from?
Who is that?
Who's
I don't
that?
know who. I don't know.
I swear I only saw 3 people get out of that car. What the fuck?
She might have been in the trunk.
Probably. I
I
Either
think
that or
it's only
she
a
ran, or
4-seater.
But I was watching as like everyone ran over there, and I swear I only saw 3 people.
I think that car's a 4-seater.
I think I know who that is because of our Discordia.
Yeah, I think that's the person who tweeted out. Because I've never seen them before.
I don't think they talk. That's why she's writing.
Okay.
I'm just, like I said, the effects of everything I've done today are catching up to me, and I'm very sore now. It's the murder kitty.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
I messed with my shoulder, and then I drank. So my head is pounding in more ways than one. That doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
It's Abigail Smith.
My head's pounding because of my insurance. Why is your dad so loud?
I am not sure.
I wanna go give my sister a hug. Can I give you another hug?
Just whenever you are interested in talking more about it, I can reach out and get you some
That
more info.
answers my question I was going to ask.
There you
Never
go.
mind.
Awesome.
I'm sorry for what I said. That was
But yeah,
You're fine.
Laz and
I was going to ask if you're okay, but I think I already know the answer.
And of course. But yeah, we run the psych department. You will 90% of the time find us around here somewhere, or honestly, yeah, no, just mostly around here because that's where we are. Yeah. If you ever have any questions about it, feel free to text, and I will try to.
I'm gonna come sit with you.
Today has been a day.
Yeah.
That explains the blood I saw earlier at the graveyard.
Oh?
Your dad. He told me something, and I was like, well, that explains this. Huh.
Hello.
Hello. This is Abigail. She's new.
I love her hair.
I love her hair too, actually. It's really good.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. She doesn't talk. She's mute.
Okay.
But yeah. Abigail or Apple, and then Rhylie and Flynn.
Hello, my name is Flynn. I'm a mechanic and also the chief of veterinary services at this hospital.
Senior baby vet chief.
Senior
I
baby-
can't not do it.
Well, no, it's true.
He's also accident prone.
I'm very accident prone. I went down twice today.
Sounds about right.
It's okay. That's the benefit of your dad being the director and also one of the only doctors around. And your family being paramedics. I'm fine. Just head injuries and all. It's fine. Nothing I haven't dealt with. I should say future chief of veterinary services, because we don't actually have a vet department right now. We're waiting for the animal arc to open.
But you're gonna have the job anyway, so I just leave out the future part.
Anyway, I think I have it sooner than that if Rabbit's next exam comes up.
Bun.
I haven't seen her in a while.
What?
Anyway, sorry. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have been told never to change the way my hair looks because it is me, according to people.
It's how I immediately know it's you, like, no matter what.
Currently, it's pretty easy to tell who people are by hair because most people have different hair.
Yeah.
There's a couple police officers that look very similar though.
The other day, Franny and Laz were running around with their hair very similar, and I was like,
Franny.
who's who?
I've never met Franny. Only on Twitter. No, I think it's
Amelia and Irish.
I only know one of those names.
I think it's
Irish is a nickname for the woman who's
Lola? Lola looks like Lola. Okay, I thought Lola looked like Amelia. So.
Well, Amelia looks different now. I should say that, but Amelia and one of the cops named Irish used to look a lot alike.
That's okay. Everybody has that problem, so. No
it's okay if you want. Just.
I think I met Skyla like 4 times before I remembered your name.
Yep.
Look, I'm so bad with them. I forget my dad's name half the time.
Oh.
Because I don't ever use it.
Dad?
Yeah. I don't mean to cut this off, but I'm trying to get through like most of stuff before storm. So I want to go take her to a couple more stops.
Sorry. Yeah, go have fun.
The bank.
Yeah,
Hi,
we got a couple more stops to go to, so.
Hello.
Have fun.
How's it going?
Good.
Look.
I did more clumsy things today.
Your bike crashed out on a road.
Yeah, I hit it head on.
Yeah.
Hit the car head on.
God.
And then I got attacked by a murder kitty while drunk on a mountain.
I'm so sorry.
It's
I'm
fine.
glad you're upright. You're doing great.
I don't feel upright.
Y'all have fun. Enjoy your tour. Okay. Stay safe.
No.
They just scream no and drive away.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I heard a no.
Supposed to talk to your dad tomorrow, and then today he just walks up to me and starts talking, and it's like, oh, okay, it's happening now.
Yeah, he does that. I'm still honestly just like half waiting for him to call me out on some of the shit I say.
Oh, he only started talking because I was punching the air, and I think he could tell that I wasn't acting right. Why are they so good at that? I hate that people are so good at noticing stuff like that.
I don't like sometimes I don't hate it, but sometimes I'm like, don't call me out on it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how I feel. It's like.
But then there's some days where I'm like, I don't want to be called out on it, but I need to be called out on it.
Yeah, that was today.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have told my dad if he went, well, I'll tell your dad too. And I went, oh shit, well, I have to tell my dad now.
Yep.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And I didn't care that you were there because you're family at this point.
I also still would have completely understood if you told me to heck off.
Well, I mean, you'll find out eventually, so.
Yeah, but it's better, you know, if it's on your terms and not because I just barged in.
I mean, honestly, the stuff I really don't tell people a lot, we weren't even talking about that much, so. Let's just say if you visit the graveyard and find a grave named with Ember Warren on it, you'll understand why. This sounds really depressing, I promise it's not.
I don't think I've been to a graveyard since I was like 10. I don't know that I'll be going to one anytime soon.
I have visited more than one in the city. My dad wants those rumors, so I'm gonna have to come back to the hospital. I don't mind being at the hospital, but maybe I spent an hour redoing my desk in my house.
Oh, didn't you just spend like an entire day on it?
I spent 4 hours doing my entire house, and then I spent an hour adding extra things to my house. I tried to fix the lights, but I don't get it, so I might see if Rhylie can do it for me. Because you know how the lights can be really bright. And apparently there's no way to fix it, but I couldn't get it.
Yeah, I know Josie was messing with lights at our house because it's like, it gets so dark at night. You just can't see anything. Which then also makes it hard to decorate at our house.
Yeah, my house gets dark, but I don't mind it.
I don't mind the dark, but sorry.
It's when it gets really bright to the point where, like, when you walk underneath them, it feels like you're, you know, being blinded by the sun.
Oh gosh.
That's what I hate.
Like it's like a spotlight.
Yeah, and I tried to fix it because apparently you can fix it by putting, this is gonna sound weird, by putting plants on the lights. I couldn't get it, so I'm gonna see if someone can help me with it.
Gotcha. I want to put plants in my room. Did it just get like hella foggy?
Yes,
Gross. Gross. I saw like little fog clouds floating, and I was like, what? I just don't like not being able to see what's coming.
I'm jinxing it. It's been a while since I've been admitted to the hospital.
I swear to God.
I think the last time my dad made me stay at the hospital was when we were still working pillbox.
My God.
Nothing's gonna happen to me, don't worry. But I already know with my track record that I'm jinxing it.
Please don't jinx yourself like that.
It happens. Literally everything I say, I jinx.
Then quit saying it. Oh my god.
Well, do you expect me not to say I'm fine or I'm okay?
Yes, if you're not okay, say you're not okay.
It's
No,
okay to be not okay.
We were talking about jinxing things.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna jinx it, but I haven't stayed in the hospital in a while. It's like, I swear to God. That's not something you want to jinx.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm only joking.
I like you not in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. This hospital's nice though.
I mean, it is nice.
I'm
yeah, just because the hospital is nice doesn't mean.
If you end up in here, we're all just gonna go and barge in to whatever room you're in.
Make fun of me. Because knowing me, if it happens, it'll be because I did something stupid.
Yeah, we'll make fun of you, and then we'll just sit there and annoy you while we hang out. Yep. Instead of sitting out here, it'll be inside with no fresh air.
I assume Lana's had a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tagged along for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm only joking.
I know you are.
But it is the truth. Every time I tell, like, Avery that I'll be fine, which tells me to be careful as I drive away, something always happens.
Oh my god.
That's why my nickname is Squish. That is the nickname my dad gave me. He was like, your nickname is Squish. I think, honestly, the stupidest and funniest way that I've ever hurt myself was hitting the tow hook at the, you know, that trailer at the beach where we metal detect. I hit that on the bike.
Oh yeah, I was in my head, or I was either down the beach in my head, or I was at the house in my head when that happened.
You were on the other side of the pier.
That's what I thought.
It takes like the littlest thing to take you out sometimes. Like,
honestly,
the second time I crashed the bike, I like clipped a light pole with the like mirror. And then I was like a block down the road.
You also
I've literally been thrown off my bike and then been okay. Help. I was like, okay then.
So far, I've only crashed the twice, but I'm also still trying to kind of behave on it and get used to it. I don't anticipate that lasting too long.
I think I've only crashed twice.
So we have 3 bikes at the house now.
If I can think of all the ways I've went down or I've hurt myself, I've crashed and ejected from a car.
How's the body?
Buildings. Crashed bikes.
Ah.
I've fallen down a mountain once.
Oh my god.
I think I've gotten attacked by a murder kitty twice. One of them was when I was trying to rescue Laz. I've crashed into really dumb things and ejected.
Oh my god.
I can't think of any other, like, really, any other ways. I'm sure there's more, but.
So far, my only 2 have been the bike.
To take my $70,000 car up to the fishing spot on my bike.
Yes.
Because if it's off-road, I do not want to get all,
it's off-road.
Paint. Okay, then I'm taking the bike. The bike is an off-road bike, so.
Nice.
Your bike looks like an off-road bike, so.
I'm pretty sure it is. It does amazing off-road. Like, I like to be up north sometimes, so late at night I'll drive up there and just chill. And it does amazing.
Hey, after storm, I'm gonna walk to Ellis Customs and see if anything goes on there.
Thanks.
If you need a ride, call me. Every car I have besides the bicycle is 2-seater. So I am willing to pick you up anytime you need. It might take me a while because I am going to be up north for a little bit fishing, but I'll be available.
And honestly, when I go fishing, you know that farmer outfit I made, Spencer?
Yes.
How many of you have farmer outfits?
You should see mine, Rhylie.
I do. I don't know why it's not pointing upwards like I want it to, but I do.
Actually, you should see the inside of my house. I'm really proud of it.
Mine's a blue
Love to see it
button
sometime.
down, blue jeans, and brown cowboy boots, and I look cute.
Ooh,
And
that
I have
sounds
a
cute.
pearl necklace that goes with it too.
Fancy.
Mine's
Nice.
a pink sweater with a pink sweater and white overalls.
Nice.
It was the opposite of everyone else's.
I know I've seen Kessie's. Have I seen yours, Dad? I don't know that I have.
You haven't, but I'll show you after storm.
Okay.
I still stand by what I said you look like, Spencer.
Someday I will quit yawning. Wait, what'd you say?
I told Spencer that he looked like Ripley, but in a cowboy farmer outfit.
Supposedly I look
Oh
like
my
Ripley
God.
and scuffed Jonathan Yolo in this outfit.
I mean it in a loving way, okay? This sounds weird, but I mean it in a good way.
Now I have to see it.
Oh my God. Okay, once the server's back up, we're gonna hop in it again for a little bit. What has happened today? God. Okay, I'm gonna watch for when it's up, see what I can do to try to snipe that number one. In the meantime, I'm going to pull this up. Mute, please. I'm just gonna mute the tab. Is that fucking... Sorry, I pulled up B's stream just to like lurk for a minute. I'm gonna try to like keep an eye on chat, even though I know I'm still recording. I probably won't be recording too much longer. Just basically until I get back in, I think. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop it here so that I can lurk and like try to do mod things while I'm running around and taking care of a couple things. Yeah, the bozo's onboarded. I'm so happy. Oh my God, I've been so nervous. I've been like panicking. Just like I've watched so much like of B playing Kiki. It's like I know all the information I need. I've just never had to process it to use it. It's like it's there, And like it's moving so fast because I can hear like all the things I need to do. I just don't know what I need to do. It's like I do, but I don't. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, the bozo's onboarded. Yay!